New intro. So much love and appreciation to those of you who have been with me for the 2 year period plus that I've been doing this. Thank you for showing your love and support to the channel. And to anybody else who is brand new to the platform and you would like to support the channel, also you can do it by way of Patreon, Anchor, the clothing store, and also the shoe shop that is listed in the comment description below. And again, thank you to any and all of you guys who have been here to support this channel during the 2+ year period. I wouldn't be able to do what I do every single day without you. New Orleans babysitter has been charged with taking the life of a 6-month-old boy she was watching in New Orleans. Carrion Smith, age 19, was previously arrested on a cruelty charge but was rebooked with second-degree murder Tuesday after an autopsy results ruled that the child's loss of life was a homicide. In addition to the murder charges, Smith is also facing one count of DA, battery, and DA, abuse and endangerment to a child, along with second-degree cruelty to a juvenile. The infant was found unresponsive March 5th while being cared for by a family friend who was later identified as Smith. Emergency medical service personnel found that the child had numerous injuries and wasn't breathing. He was taken to a hospital where he was declared deceased. Not immediately clear is what led to the babysitter taking the life of the child and whether there had been previous instances of injuries. Smith made an initial appearance in an Orleans Parish Magistrate Court on Sunday. A magistrate judge set her bond at $100,000. A public defender was awarded to defend Smith. If charged and convicted with second-degree murder, Smith would face a mandatory life sentence in prison. Smith is currently scheduled to again appear in Orleans Parish Magistrate Court on Wednesday, where a judge will determine whether to set a new bond amount based on the upgraded charges. Police emphasize that the investigation into the life of the child currently remains open. Anyone with any information relevant to the case is urged to contact the NOPD Special Victims Unit at 504-658-5267. And tips can be provided anonymously at 504-822-1111. Wait a minute, just in case anybody wants to, try to check me on some stuff, because I saw that in the previous comments, right? Where, oh, you're bringing up old stories and this, that, and the third. Well, the stories are not old to me. If during that time I was obviously busy in life doing other things, it's a brand new story to me. It's something that I didn't hear of. So assuming that we have the population is 7 billion, almost 8 billion people on the planet, I assume that everybody on the planet has never heard about the story. So I'm also going to therefore assume that a lot of other people just in the United States, or just who just so happen to watch this platform, never heard of some of these stories as well. So this story, just for those that want to try to check me on dates, it was stated that this story came out March 9th, 2022. So this is recent, right? And like I stated before, my main thing is to advocate, more of a push than that I've done for other things is to advocate for children. Like I said before, because children do not have a voice. Adults really don't speak up for children. Adults really don't technically care about children. And when I say that, I mean overwhelmingly, right? I'm talking about the greater majority of the population of adults, because whenever, these crimes or different things like this take place, it's by way of adults. It's not kids doing this to other kids. It's grown adults who should be logically thinking adults who decide that this is the crime, right, that I want to commit to. And notice nowhere in the article did it even give a reason for why it is that Smith decided to do this to this child, right? This young boy, right, that was a baby, didn't do anything to anybody at all, ended up losing his life. Why? Because Smith was like, oh, this is what I'm going to do. Wow. Wow. And also, just to be frank with you, when I first saw the photo, I wasn't sure what exactly Smith was. I'm looking at the name and then I'm looking at the picture. I'm like, I'm not really too sure, not really too certain. So this is why I said person. But then when you go through the article, it said she, right? So, like I said, you got individuals like this that continuously always have and are always around children, and things like this continuously happen. I can't even make you understand how many videos I've literally put up here showcasing women harming children. Why? Because women are the main ones that are always around children. Why do you think that it's always female teachers that are going directly after male students? I don't know. Let's look at the comparison in between how many female teachers you have versus how many male teachers you have. And let's look at the amount of time and hours that are basically spent and all this other. Like I said before, it's common sense, but it's not too common to a lot of people, because the main thing that people will do is deflect. They're like, oh, you just want to sit up there and get on black women. You just want to sit up there and bash them and all this other type of stuff. It's a such thing as critical right thinking, and it's a such thing as critiquing, right? And especially when you're putting the light on something that does not really get shined on it, regardless of whatever people want to sit up there and state. When I look at the news, this is the way I put it, right? When I look at the news, the main thing that sells, even if black women commit crimes, it's not going to sell. Mainstream media doesn't care about black women because it does not sell. What sells is black men committing crimes, black men doing dangerous things, black men taking lives. That is what sells. You put that directly on Fox, MSNBC, NBC, ABC, whatever it is, and it sells, right? They're able to run all of these good, high paying commercials, back forth in between. They're able to rehash the story and run even more commercials from Verizon, Gucci, Prada, Pepsi, and all of these, other industries, right? They will make sure to sit up there and pay top dollar, to be able to do that, which is the most interesting thing, right? Because here you have it when it deals with the news, and you have these advertisers going for the news, and they want to, pay top dollar to do that. But if you are a YouTuber and you do the exact same stories, your videos will just so happen to get monetized, and YouTube will tell you, well, advertisers don't really want to be on videos like this, but those same advertisers will make sure to be before, during, and after a news story that talks about violence or anything like that. Just going to put that out there just to let y'all know how jacked up this whole situation is, right? But like I said, the whole main thing is to showcase a lot of this going on. I've talked about men in general. I've talked about black men in general. I've talked about men from other nationalities in general. I've talked about Caucasian women, right? And I've talked about women from other nationalities in general as well. And last but not least, the ones that I really have not put a spotlight on, what are black women. So now, after I've done all of these other videos from all these other continents, right, and all of these other areas around the world, and I start focusing in on this, people act like it's the end of the world. But like I said, the main thing that you got to pay attention to whenever a lot of these people want to shout the loudest, ask yourself, are they really focusing in on the story? Are they really focusing in on the loss of life, which is that child? And the answer is no, because realistically, they never cared to begin with. Just like whenever I happen to do the videos talking about black women, and I talk about them in a positive light. I talk about them doing a variety of things out here that, reflective wise, looks very well for the community. It's doing great things for young women directly, young black women out here, little girls out here, because they can reflectively see themselves and know that, yo, I can be like her. That's something that I can sit up there and do, right? But like I said before, some people only want the good in life and they never want the bad, I guess. So a lot of those people just gonna be suffering from diabetes because all they want is everything sweet and nothing bitter. So it is what it is. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this video and everything that I stated in the comment description below. And as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.